Okay, guys, I'm back. Now, here's the thing. Today's Friday, and I finally get to watch World's End Harem in this reaction review of the first episode of the World's End Harem. Yes, I finally found it, guys. You know, it was hard to find the first episode. I tried every link just to find it in a good quality where there's no viruses, no bugs, whatever. It took me a while. It took me a while to find the first episode. It really did. Now, here's the thing. We are a sucker. Well, not really a sucker. Let me just erase that. I love harem animes as much as the next guy. You see, when I'm talking about shows like Shimano Testament, Monster Misune, Cat Planet Cuties, 2 seasons of Heaven Lost Property. Oh, wait, we're not done yet. We're not even done that. Sekireis. Rosario Vampire. Yeah, Rosario Vampire. Ladies versus Butlers. In High School DxD, To Love Ru. I'm naming all these harem animes because here's the thing. When I watch harem animes, yes, harem animes do have the fan service and all that stuff, but outside of that, you have to understand, we watch harem animes because there's one word to describe it. Inspirational. Inspiration. That's what harem animes do for me. Inspiration. You see, when it comes to harem animes, if I see one guy surrounded by a bunch of women, in your head, you think to yourself, you know what? I want to be like that guy. I want to be like Issei. I want to be like Basara. I want to be like Minato from Sekirei. I want to be like Reito from To Love Ru. And every time I see them with a bunch of women, and they're not doing anything pervertedly, they are so nice that they were willing to be with them no matter what. In sickness and in health. Sickness and in health. For better or worse. They have always been the cornerstones. Harem animes have always been the cornerstone of inspiration where it's like, I want to be just like him. I wish I was in their shoes. I wish I was Skune. I wish I was Basara. I wish I was Issei. Those are the moments that makes harem animes great. And yeah, there are some good looking characters now, and that's what do the waifu wars. But as a harem, we have to consider them like, you know what? I wish I was them. So World's End Harem, yes, the first episode got me rolling. And it's funny because I found the uncensored version of it. And like I said, it took me on and off in this one. Now, unfortunately, we won't be able to get a second episode of World's End Harem because of extreme closure in the anime production, meaning we have to wait till it come out in January 2022. I hope it's not the same day as Attack on Titan, because everybody's talking about Attack on Titan coming back in January, and they got to show us a preview January 9th. What if it comes out on that same day? So, yeah. So, I like to get right to it with this reaction review of the World's End Harem. Now, the title, World End Harem. When you think of that title, you're thinking, no harem, no life. You're thinking like, okay, what would anime be without a harem? What would anime be without a harem? We all just gonna like erase the harem away and let's just focus on like what's really out there. That's what we got. So here's the storyline. So the storyline kind of flipped the bill here in this whole World's End Harem. And yeah, I ain't gonna lie to you. Ever since I got the news from Anime News Network about being delayed, I kind of read the manga. I've been reading the manga. So for this review, guys, I'm sorry, before I even do this, like I said, before this review, I like to say this. I am not going to spoil anybody's circle. I'm not going to do that. Trust me, I would explain it throughout every episode, but I'm not. So I'd like to not spoil down a bit. Okay, so let's go. So the storyline is kind of original. It was okay. The storyline is, for a harem like this, ecchi and sci-fi, that's crazy. So the storyline is the MC, who has scoliosis, in his cells. He's dying. Now, mind you, the year is 2040. We're in the year 2021. A few more years, we're going to be in the year 2040, just like them. But anyway, the year is 2040. Technology have increased. And still to this day, technology is still evolving every now and then. We're still evolving. So the MC is dying, and he wants to confess to the girl that he fell in love for decades. He felt like, okay, I'm gonna be away. I'm gonna be in a cryogenetic sleep, kind of like how Fry was in Futurama. The only difference is this is more romantic. He's like, okay, I'm gonna confess my love to you, and I'm gonna be gone for 5 years. I'm gonna be gone for 5 years. Okay, keep that in mind. It's kind of romantic to start off something like this. To have you dying before our very eyes. Like, before I go away, I want to confess my love to you. I want to. Okay. See? Romance. Romance right there. So anyway, he confessed her. I'm going to be gone I want to tell you I love you. And then when he gets to the hospital, he sees his brother and his little sister, by the way. He got a brother and his little sister, as they drive to his final resting place. Not a resting. I don't want to joke about that, but it's called a resting place. So so before he goes away, he gave his girl that he loved a little necklace charm. Okay. A little necklace. Oh, and by the way, I should have brought this up earlier. I love how the opening starts with him walking with the lab, and then they see that clone of Arisa literally point out all the women, uncensoredly, by the way, all these beautiful women. Okay. So anyway, he goes to a deep sleep, in a cryogenetic sleep, to remove the cells. 5 years later, now the year's 2045. Anything can happen within 5 years. What can go wrong? Okay, he wakes up, he sees nurses, and a clone just like Arisa, a clone just like the girl she loves. And I'm like, oh my God, this is really gonna happen. This is happening. Well, it wasn't obvious. There were some other side effects in that one. So he finds out, okay, there's the nurse, a really attractive nurse. And he's like, hey, have you seen the previous nurse that was looking out for me? He's like, oh, he's gone. Wait, gone to another hospital? Gone to another place? No, he's gone. Legit gone. And then when he gets in the limousine, he sees all these other girls, all these other women. But she's telling him about the society is all women. All women. The population is all women. And she said all the men have died due to the MK virus. Man-killing virus that wiped out the male population. In fact, the goal of him right now, the biggest goal in this is you need to repopulate the world by having sex with all these women. Let's be honest, guys. That's a dream. I'm going to be the first one. I'm going to be the one to say this, and I'm sure everybody will agree with me on this one. That's a freaking dream. That is a dream. Think about it. You go to 5 years of sleep. You wake up 5 years later now, the year 2045. Imagine yourself in a world with all women. You can smash anybody you want. You can smash anybody you want. That's like the dream. And to repopulate the world? Oh God, that is the biggest goal right there. That is the biggest goal. You can repopulate the world. So again, if that's not, now the MC, I can understand why he's not doing this. I know people are hating him after watching the first episode. I'm pretty sure everybody hates him. He's like, oh, come on, you're living the dream. You can repopulate the world. You can smash any woman you want. And the harem, like, okay, I get it. In harems, you don't really get that much of smashing. The MC don't really smash don't really smash the harems. Not really. They tried. In the fan service type, they tried. But still, this is the one in a lifetime opportunity to smash. Literally smash. But he don't want to, because the only thing he wants is the girl he loves. Arisa, he wants that girl. That's the only person he wants to smash. He doesn't care about the population. He does, but he wants to smash this one woman. That's it. Okay. Now we get more into details about him. It was like, okay, he's one of the 5. He's one of the 5 people waking up. And they said there's 5 billion women in the population. 5 billion. So that means for one person, it's 1 billion, 1 billion, 1 billion, 1 billion, 1 billion. That means he could smash 1 billion women on his side, and the other person can take 1 billion on his side. Now, I can't reveal, again, I'm not going to spoil you who's the other four are. They will show it, and I think one of them did in the first episode when he was whistling, waiting for the call to be the doctor. He was right next to him. But still, there are others that you have to, if you want to get further, read the manga. I'm just going by what I'm looking at the first episode. The fan service was really freaking good. Especially the clone of Artisa. She comes out, blaze of glory, with her nightgown, took it off, and it was really something. But he pushed her away. He pushed her away for that. So, and I can see where the direction of World's End's harem is going to be. Again, I'm not going to spoil as much. But what I can tell you is this. I will tell you is this. For a doctor like him, he's going to find a cure. He's going to find some way, somehow, to get the world back together again. Oh, and by the way, 5 years has passed. His brother's in his sleep. And his sister has grew up. His little sister grew up. I'm not smashing her. I wouldn't. But like I said, her little sister grew up. Okay, that's that. But then she tells him that, oh, she's been gone. Like, she's gone. Not like dead, but she's somewhere after she disappeared after 3 years. So during that time, during the 5-year span, she's been gone. So we don't know where she's at. So in your defense, in people's defense, you're like, oh, she died and that's a clone. Let's back it up. We can confirm that. I can't spoil that. I can't. We can or cannot confirm she's dead yet, unless y'all read the manga, in which case I did. But like I said, I'm going by the first episode and what we got from it. So this was a really, really good episode. Really good first episode, guys. Really, really good. You know, and I know that, and when January comes around and in episode 2 and beyond going on, we're going to get a lot of fan service. So much to a point where it's like, this is the best harem anime this year. And we can't say this is the best harem this year because of the delayed. So, but when 2022 hits and we get to that episode 2 and beyond, I kid you not, this is going to be one of those best harem animes we're going to get for next year. Next year will come. So let's see. But like I said, so the first episode, World's End Harem, was really good. It gave us a start of what we expect for January. You know, the first episode did give us something to hold on to, not just the uncensored version, but a great storyline to understand how the world is and what's power and population, low class, high class women in this world at the end. It's getting there. So it really is important. See, that's the thing about harem animes. It's not just the fan service, but when a plot and storyline like this comes away, you have to watch it. Now, like I said, episode 2 is delayed to January, so which means you're gonna have to read the manga. And I have been reading the manga, so I know what we're going to suspect later on. So thank you for watching my reaction review of the World's End Harem. I look forward to January and see where this goes. But thank you all for watching this first episode. I'll see y'all in January when episode 2 of World's End Harem comes out.